Mose Oko, the boyfriend of the deceased Jennifer, fled after her lifeless body was found on 1st January at the Dumos Passy guest house, where they had lodged with some part of her body already harvested, allegedly by the suspect. Briefing journalists in Jos, the State Police Commissioner Bartholomew Onyeka said the command, in a bid to arrest the perpetrator, launched an aggressive manhunt on him and tactically trained him to Benue State, where he was arrested.
You should see him there. He's one there. He was arrested in Benue State and brought down to this place very late yesterday. So I felt we should let you members of the public and the press to know that evil does not pay.
The suspect, Mose Oko, refused to speak. However, his father, Joseph Oko, lecturer with the University of Jos, claimed his son is suffering from a mental breakdown.
I'm the father. I got sign that he was taking it, and each time I had the sign, not that I would see it, but I would smell it. I will go into a heated argument. He will say it's better than sin.
Also paraded are 4 armed robbery suspects, kidnappers, a child trafficker, with different firearms recovered from some of the suspects.
The police patrol team of the command, attached to the Department of Operation, arrested one Emmanuel Asi, age 25 years, and Benjamin Yaku, age 24 years, both mayors of Soya Village, Goji District, Bassa, with 2 locally made pistols and 1 ammunition.
The police commissioner said all the suspects will be arraigned in court as soon as investigation is completed.
It does not matter the differences my state had with Nnamdi Kanu. No matter the difference, what we believe, that the rule of law must be followed, due process must be followed for his prosecution. It must. And also to allay the fears of Nigerians. Now look, we are not doing this, we are not prosecuting because he comes from a particular section. There are bandits. You must also make provision to say all these people who have been causing security crisis in Nigeria are also prosecuted. Let us not make a hula baloo about the prosecution of Nnamdi Kanu. I don't believe in his principle. I've come out and I've said it. You cannot annex my state to be your own, but that does not mean that you will not allow the law to take its course. The same way you have arrested Nnamdi Kanu should also be the same way all others whom you have known and should be also be brought to book to face the wrath of the law. You cannot discriminate. You cannot say because Nnamdi Kanu is from a particular area, let us do this. Everything, the same thing must be applied to all other people, the bandits, the Mayat Allah. You have to also apply the same principle. That is my take. Joy is not a member of my party. Joy fought me not to be governor. This Joy fought me. But when she had a problem, she's a reverse person. She's a reverse woman. It's not a matter of party. I owe that responsibility to every reverse man and woman to protect her. So, Joy, as you see her, she's done, she's APC. But I want her to protect her. People should learn that. Stop destroying yourself. Stop destroying yourself. If not, you will not go anywhere.
Now go in there for every goal you score today. I'm going to give 10 million for every goal you score today. Put in there. If you score 5 goals, you have 50 million. If you score 10 goals, you have 100 million. Go there and make those that you are scored. And at the end of the day, when you bring this cup home, I wait for you with 50 million naira. It's not about money. It's not about money. It's all about security and progress of our nation. Because when you get down to Nigeria now, the people from the east, from the west, from the north, from the south, and celebrate. You unify Nigeria. Your unifying factor with me. Go there and fight for Nigeria.
The Jewish people were taken out of Egypt. They were promised from the time of Abraham, our first father, that we are the nation that is going to bring God down to earth. It's the only way. The Torah was offered to other nations just to provide some contrast. God came to them and said, I have commandments. And they said, what's a commandment? And God said, you see, you're not the one. God came to the Jewish people and said, I have commandments. And the Jews said, your commandments? Absolutely. What's a commandment? So God was simply demonstrating for all the world to see that this relationship between him and the Jewish people is truly unique. Couldn't be anybody else. And it will never be anybody else. Like some religious guy said to me, you used to be the people of the covenant, but God took it from you and gave it to us. I said, keep it. A covenant that can be taken away and given, how long you're going to have it?
Okay.
Can I just add something?
Please, go ahead.
Not to, God forbid, argue with Rabbi Friedman, but I was once, as Rabbi Friedman mentioned, or the question that the Torah was offered to the other nations of the world, and when they asked what was in it, God gave them the mitzvah, the commandment that he knew would be most challenging and difficult for them to observe. So I once read where the question was asked, what would have happened if the Jewish people would have asked God, well, what's in it? Which mitzvah would God have presented to the Jewish people that would be the most challenging for them? And the answer he gave was to believe in God.
Wow. Beautiful.
Think about that. How many Jews are in shul who don't believe in God?
True that.
I have no argument with that.
Thank God for that. Okay. Well, let me ask you something, Rabbi Friedman, on that topic. I've heard the line, it's not PC to say we're CP. It's not politically correct to say we're the chosen people.
God is not politically correct.
Beautiful.
This is currently happening in front of Dowen College. The UNIJOS Youth Council, some with red cloth flags and t-shirts with pressmen, right now in front of Dowen College as we speak. I think this is a protest to the death of Sylvester, the captain, Sylvester.